Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com, and today I wanted to share with you a fun bundle that I just purchased from Right at Home stamps, and this is one of my favorites. Look at how cute she wraps this up, and she wrote me a little note even. I love these stamps, so I wanted to share them with you and create a few Valentine tags. I know that I'm posting this a little bit late. I didn't have enough lead time to get this completely done in time, but look at these sets. This is her Valentine set, and look at all the cute sayings. Look at the be mine, yes, or heck yes. There's a love you, XOXO, hello my love, forever and always. There's some lips, hearts, all kinds of things you need to create the cutest Valentine tags. And this was what I fell in love with. I'm going to show you how to use this die. It might not be easily understood just looking at it here, so I'm going to show you that. And then of course I had to get this set because there are hearts that you can put on the wings. I thought these would create the cutest little love bugs. There's also a coordinating die set with that, so I picked both of those up as well because I had something in mind that I really wanted to make. Keep in mind that anything love does not have to be for Valentine's Day. It can be for any day of the year. This is going to be for some of my girls that I do church activities with. I'm wrapping up some candy. I'm using some leftover Christmas wrapping paper, and I only had like little strips of this wrapping paper, but I thought it would be perfect to wrap around the center of some boxed candy. So I'm going to wrap that around, tape that up, and then I'm going to make some really cute tags to hang from those. And this will be for my girls to choose their Valentine candy. We're actually having this activity the day after Valentine's Day. So like I said, it doesn't always have to be just Valentine's. It can be for any occasion. So this one, I'm going to stamp the XOXO stamp from the set onto the heart. I cut this heart out along with that other heart that looks like it's three hearts joined together. I cut that out from the die set, and before I put that together, I'm going to decorate the inside heart. So I'm stamping the XOXO with some lighter pink ink. That one I didn't think was light enough. I'm going to try a different color of pink, and this one was way too light. So I feel like Goldilocks right about now. I'm looking for the just right pink. I eventually do find it. I'll share that in a minute. But what I'm going to do is take that, and then I'm going to use this Maker Forte set that is the conversation hearts, and I'm going to stamp one of these sentiments. I chose hugs and cutie pie. I'm going to use both of those because I thought that would be really perfect for my girls. They're 8 and 9 years old, and they're super cute and fun, and they love to learn and they love to have activities. So this one's going to be so fun. We're doing some spotlights on each of the girls. So we're going to highlight some of their attributes and things they love, see if the other girls can all guess. So this will help us to all become better friends as well. So now that I've created that outside piece, you can see I've folded the three hearts. I've folded them up, and you can see this is going to create kind of a closed tag. It's going to be, you're going to be able to wrap that all up, and then they have to unwrap and untie it to see the message inside. Super cute. I'm using some red embossing powder with glitter in it. So it's red glitter, and I stamped all of those hearts with some Versamark ink, and then I added the red embossing powder. I heat set that off screen, and now I'm going to put it all together by gluing in the secret message on the inside, and then I'm going to tie that together. Now Nicole on hers, she used the little tag from this die set to use it as a hang tag on the back. So you don't have to punch a hole in your heart. You can just use this tag, glue it to the back, and then use that to hang your ribbon from and tie that. So I thought that was brilliant. I went ahead and copied that idea from her, and now I'm going to add a little glittery tassel to this heart. All I have to do is tie that together. I'm using just some white ribbon from my stash. I'm going to put that in just like so, tie a little heart on the front, and then I'll tie this up and add it to the candy. To add it to the candy, I'm just using some baker's twine. I have a ton of this baker's twine, and I thought this is the perfect occasion to use it So I'm just going to wrap that around and put that heart right on. So here you go, just like so. I'm actually tying it a little closer to the top than in the middle. That way I have room to hang the heart. And there's plenty of room here. Tying this up. I wanted to tie a bow, but I kind of didn't leave enough of a tail there. So this one I'm tying in a knot, but I think I'll cut the other ones a little bit longer to tie it in a bow. But look how cute that is. So fun. Now I realized that my time was running short since this activity is today, this afternoon. So I decided to go ahead and take a little shortcut and just use the hearts that I used on the inside. And so I found this ink. It's Catherine Pooler's It's a Girl. And this one seemed to be just the right pink for adding to the heart. By the way, this cardstock I'm using is my favorite pink cardstock. It's from Maker Forte. It's Bubblegum. And this is the perfect Valentine. So look at all these all stamped and ready to go. Now I just need to add some tassels. I'm going to cut the tassels just a little bit to make them a little more fluffy. You can see they fluff up a little bit when you just cut them a little bit longer. So all I'm going to do is just add a few little trims here, and look at those cute tassels. I went ahead and added the tags to the back of each of those hearts. Now these are ready to tie on to each of the packages. So there you go. This one you can tell is hot tamales. I think this one is for me. Hot tamales are some of my favorites. So there they are. I'm going to just add them to this basket. We'll be all ready to take to the activity today. And the girls can choose their favorite candy once they each get spotlighted. And I think it's going to be so fun. I think they'll appreciate also the cuteness, because these girls really like cute things. So there we go. These love bugs turned out super cute. So I just wanted to show you the quickest way I found to stamp all of these. I created a template in a piece of cardstock just by die cutting one of those love bugs. And then I went ahead and die cut a bunch of these bugs. And I'm going to just call them butterflies. They're a little bit moth-like, but to me they're going to be love bugs. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp the first part. For this one, I'm going to stamp the wings first. And you can see that every time you take that out and then put a new one in, you're going to stamp it in exactly the right spot. I decided to move it up just a touch. It wasn't quite where I wanted it to be. So now what I'm going to do is just quickly go through and stamp all of these bugs, love bugs. Sounds better when you say love bugs. And I'm going to use a bunch of different colors. So I'm pulling out a whole bunch of my favorites. This one is the Purple Rain. And this is from the Neon collection at Maker Forte. I'm going to double stamp this just to get a really nice, pretty color. And then I'll go ahead and clean that off, add a new love bug, and stamp in a different color. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of these in the same manner. And you can see how pretty quick this is when you make a template in a piece of cardstock. Then you can always stamp them in the same spot and just go through rather quickly. I'm making a bunch of these. These are going to be for my granddaughters. I'm making them some Valentine cookies, so of course I need some cute little tags for them as well. So I like to do kind of everything all at once when I'm doing my crafting, especially when I've got the cutest products like these to use. For the butterfly wings, the edges have another stamp that you can use to stamp a darker edge to the butterflies, or love bugs in this case. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going through with some even darker inks. This one is blue raspberry, and then I'll change it up for all of the bugs. I've got this one with some grape. This one is going to have some Hyde Park color to it, and then of course all of them I'll just do a little bit darker shade. This might be my favorite color. This one was the Tartan Teal that I added to the bottom. And now I'm stamping all of the bodies of these love bugs with flat white ink. It's kind of a light brown color. It's really pretty for the centers. And then I'll go ahead and stamp all of the hearts. There is a little polka dot layer that you can add, but I ended up not using that today. And I'm going to go ahead and use Tiptree Jam to stamp all the hearts on. I thought it would be fine to use the same color of ink on the wings because I stamped the wings in such a nice light color that this Tiptree Jam will show up perfectly on all of them. So just go ahead and go through and stamp all of the hearts. Look how quick it is when you do this method. Just running through all the colors, adding those hearts. Aren't they cute? Yeah, I'm in love with the love bugs. So now, since I had a little bit left of this wrapping paper, I'm going to cut them out with the same heart die that I used and showed you before from Right at Home Stamps. And then I'm going to also cut out some chipboard layers. And what the chipboard is going to do, it's going to make the wrapping paper even more sturdy. So I'm just going to take my brayer and brayer that on so that it sticks all the way through. And that's going to be the start of my tags for this one. I like using up all my leftover wrapping paper. I don't know if you can tell, but these are perfect for Valentine's too. Christmas and Valentine's. And they're nice and glittery. Do you remember those old Dymo label machines? I found mine when I moved to this house. And now I keep it with my other label maker, but there's something so nostalgic and fun about these label makers. And I just thought they would be perfect for adding the names of each of my granddaughters with this to the hearts. Before I glue these all together, I'm going to create a heart to go on the background. I stamped the love you and the hearts from the stamp set from Right at Home, and now I'm going to glue them on all of the backs of the chipboard. To put these together, I am popping up those love bugs on one side of the heart, adding the Dymo label on the other side, punching a hole in all of those hearts, and then I'm going to tie them up, add a little bit of baker's twine, and add them to my plates of cookies. My granddaughters loved it. I was going to tie them up in little bags, but I decided to just make a whole plate of cookies for the entire family. So here is my plate of cookies, those Valentine M&M cookies that I love so much. And then here are the boxes with all the heart tags. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And I will be back real soon with more inspiration. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.